Hi guys, welcome back to our season finale of season 2 of Orville, which I didn't know was turning out to be a two-parter. Sometimes they give it away by literally saying part 1, part 2, but I thought the last episode was a standalone episode, but it can't possibly be because, well, everything's got messed up. With the accident that was created by Isaac and Lamar doing that experiment, we created a alternate timeline by bringing the younger version of Kelly forward, and by her witnessing everything that's happened in the last 7 years between her and Ed has given her an entirely different perspective. But not to worry, it's a sci-fi show, we're in space, we're an advanced civilization, we'll just wipe her memory. It didn't take. It didn't take. I was expecting the episode to just end and it all go back to where it should be and everyone's in their correct place. And I've just looked at the synopsis for this episode, just before I press play, and it said something along the lines of Kelly has to correct her catastrophic mistake that she made. She didn't make a mistake. It's the same Kelly. There's only one Kelly, but two variations, one from now, one from the past. All you've done is let the younger version of her know stuff that she shouldn't have been party to, and the memory wipe didn't work, and she's naturally just making her own decisions. So the only way they can resolve this is by somehow bringing her back and either trying again or going time travelling back there, which I don't think they can do, and sorting this out, because that could have major consequences and you don't know what. So this should be interesting. This should be intriguing. I'm looking forward to this. So let's see out the season finale of season 2 and we'll watch episode 14. Watch it have changed something dramatically after that, because all we saw was that end scene. We haven't seen the fallout in the current time as to what that's created. Union listening posts are in form. Okay. Are these people we know? I have a feeling it is. But we're taking it. It looks like a microwave. That looks like a microwave. Uh-oh. It could have changed this. The Borg are back. You know what I mean. Oh wow, that's looking a bit knackered too. The show's looking a bit battered. And that will be Ed.
At least for a while.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as safe anymore.
Wow, they've took Earth, haven't they? Yeah. Oh, I know what scenario we're going with here. Cool. They are continuing to pursue.
There's a large cavern off port.
That was a cool shot.
Man, that was close.
What are we dealing with here now?
It's getting impossible to find a system the Kalon haven't occupied. So where do we go?
Caliban.
What are you, insane? They're just as dangerous as the Kalon.
Hide out on the edge of their system. Hope they don't notice us.
You
One
risked
Twinkie.
all that for that? But it's a replicator, so... Oh, is it
Really?
just a food replicator?
We almost got killed getting this thing, and you're having a Twinkie?
Yes, I would
Yes.
have.
Oh, that's a biggie. Oh. We're dealing with scavengers now? What, a whole ship full?
Not gonna let our last meal be a Twinkie.
Is this not going to be what we think it is?
Don't
Oh.
Hello, Ed.
Kelly?
Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
You know this woman?
Yeah, we went on a date like 7 years ago.
Kind of why I'm here now.
Mm-hmm.
Are you at all familiar with the starship Orville?
That's the ship the Kalon used to get through Earth's defenses, right?
And because you weren't.
What do you mean, supposed to be?
You were supposed to be the captain. I was supposed to be your first officer.
You fucked it up.
Everyone here was part of your crew. In an alternate timeline.
The original.
Is this like one of those crack house ships I've been hearing about?
Wait, how would you know about an alternate timeline?
Yeah.
7 years ago,
Oh.
I was accidentally sent forward in time. Before the Orville returned me to my own time, Dr. Finn gave me a memory wipe. But it didn't work. And I ended up doing something that changed history. I said no to a second date.
That's it. That's
In
it.
the other timeline, we got married. Long story short, I had an affair, we got divorced. Out of guilt, I helped get you command of the Orville.
By all of us.
Because I was captain.
Yes,
I stopped the Kalon.
right.
I had to swim with my shirt on until I was 20.
Just listen.
Apparently, I felt you could use my help.
She and her sons had a relationship with the Kalon emissary, Isaac. That relationship is what got him to turn against his own people.
Oh, I really like how they've done this. They've given a very simplified version of just one sequence of events that changed it. As to, well, why would Ed be any better of a captain to have stopped the Kalon than anybody else? Why would have been such a difference? Why did it have to be me? And it's literally, she's just given us the tree and the branches. You said no, and it all went wrong from there. But you were originally supposed to, and get married, and get divorced, which means the doctor comes on board with her kids, and that in turn enables Isaac to decide to turn against his own people. It's as simple as that. It's not just your doing, it's all the integration and all the sequence of events that have the what do they call it? The what's it effect? The butterfly effect that creates such a drastic change the other end.
Kelly tracked every one of us down. And the things she knew, no one could have known unless they'd been there.
Because we didn't go out again.
Wait. Even if all of this were true and there were a way to go back, and that's a lot of ifs, what if the memory wipe fails again? I mean, we're right back in hell.
With the proper injection, the memory wipe will take hold and history will be restored.
A resistance to the Kalon expansion.
Yeah, I know about the resistance. Thought they'd been destroyed.
Yeah, that's what they wanted the Kalon to think. But there's still a handful of cells.
The resistance base is remote, and we're gonna have to avoid a lot of Kalon. We'll need a good pilot.
That's you, Gordon.
Someone want to show me the helm?
Come on.
I saw us.
You thought you were doing you a favour.
You and we'd been through so much pain and heartbreak.
Just trying to avoid it.
And to be an observer from the outside,
Wow.
I only did what I thought was right.
And it probably
Protect
was.
us both. That's the one we want. Let's prep the shuttle. Tala, keep the long-range scanners at maximum while we're gone. It'll eat up a lot of power, but we need to watch for Kalon.
It's kept you guessing, it's kept you interested. The stories have been complex, and even when we've just been concentrating on character development, there's still been good stories. Kalon really did a number. Oh.
What do you want?
Yaphet, it's me, John,
John? John who?
from the Orville. We need to see the lieutenant.
Okay, hang on.
There's nothing better in sci-fi with a complex time travel episode or episodes. She's back. I wondered.
I almost didn't believe it when I heard you were alive.
Yeah, still alive and kicking.
Who are they?
Ed Mercer, Kelly Grayson, Claire Finn.
You're lucky you guys are still in one piece here.
The Kalon usually don't destroy resistance bases from space.
This is perfect.
Don't break
Can
it.
you tell me what this is about?
You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Okay, but timing.
Yeah, they broke up badly.
Lieutenant,
Kalon here. You may have to lose some people here. And hope that you correct the timeline.
We have room for you.
They need me here.
It's a different variation of what might have happened.
No.
Well aware. Yeah, they're gonna kill everybody in here. Or take prisoners. Damn.
Hey kid, what's your name again?
Ty.
Ty. Hey, you see that red button in front of you? That's the tractor beam.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, punch it.
Oh, crap.
What? What's so crap?
Quantum drive is offline.
How is this thing still in one piece? Has he got shields?
What about the black hole?
Are you nuts? We'll be crushed by the gravity.
Not if we slip just inside the event horizon.
I was just about to say that. Get into the event horizon. Yeah.
This deep inside the gravity well of a black hole, time moves more slowly for us than it does for them.
Right.
For every second we're in here, a couple of hours pass out there.
Be careful.
Man, how was your weekend?
Quantum drive is back online.
Set a course for Earth.
What are you talking about? There is no Earth anymore. It was destroyed by the Kalon.
I know. But if we're going to recreate the time jump, we need to access Isaac's files for the aeronaut device, which are on the Orville.
The ship was in free fall, but a lot of us got out in the escape pods. We've been able to calculate the coordinates of the crash site, and we think the Orville is still intact.
At the bottom of the Pacific Ocean.
Great.
Anything?
We've been able to access part of its memory core. No tactical information, but we're still digging.
What have you been up to the last 7 years?
Running.
I've been pretty focused on my career, actually. I was commanding officer of the Epsilon Eridani outpost. It probably would have been only another year or so if not for the Kalon War. You served on some ships, though, yeah?
It slowed it down.
How'd you know that?
I might have looked you up.
Your relationship was meant to be.
What was I
Even if
like
it came to an end.
in the other timeline?
You were a
Okay.
perfect gentleman.
Oh, well, that's boring.
No, you were really sweet.
You realize
Came out the other end.
if we succeed,
None of this will ever have happened.
And it goes back.
what is it?
What we're looking at.
It's the Kalon Connectome Network.
Which is...
You could call it a brainweb. Every Kalon is connected to every other Kalon through one central computer system. I don't know. Give me a little more time, I might be able to make some sense of it.
Hey, guys. Just wanted to let you know. We're approaching Earth.
Can adapt so quickly.
My God.
So we'll look at it. Holy shit, what did they do? They pummeled the crap out of Earth. In pieces. Wow.
Any life signs?
Nope.
What about the Orville?
I think I got it. To the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
Is it intact?
It looks that way.
That's 7 miles down. Can we handle that kind of pressure?
Not in this trash heap.
That's massive crushing depth. 7 miles?
I know of.
It's actually
Hold your noses.
splash one. Don't crash into the Titanic while you're down there. Not that there'd be fuck all left of it by now. No life forms whatsoever. Just strip the atmosphere. You already saw that. And you're only 2 miles down?
Mama?
Here's a question. If ever we develop a more advanced way of travelling through space and having any sort of ship or vessel that can have some type of advanced shielding for space, will we ever use it in this manner? Because for what works in space would also work for these kind of depths and fully explore our ocean. The inner space as well as the outer space. Wow.
Doors are still open. We're in luck.
Get us in fast.
There's still life support and power down here? Cool. Wow. Good to go. Can we fly this thing out of here, maybe? Are you going to still even find any bodies on here? I suppose you would. Still pressurized. No. that sounds like the cloud again.
It's scary in here.
Tell her. You want to open this jar of pickles?
There's the good old bridge. What the hell?
Boris!
No fucking way. You stayed down here? Why?
Boris, man. I can't believe you're still alive.
It is good to see both of you again.
What happened?
The captain and the first officer were killed, but I could not prevent the crash. I have been surviving on minimal life support and combat rations. My mate, Clyden, and my son, Topa, escaped in the pods.
Right.
If they survived, they are to meet me on Moklis.
Moklis was destroyed.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but we may have a chance to make it right.
Just somehow, he's all alone. Can you imagine being down here 9 months on your own? Not only for anyone.
Bridge to Lamar, what is your status?
We've got partial main power.
If what I am told is true and we are able to restore the timeline, then that is your chair. Sit.
Dude's told. It's your chair. Even though you've never been an actual captain yet, you have it in you.
No enemy ships in the vicinity.
John, do we have enough power to ascend?
Barely, Commander, but we can't stay down here.
Helm, maneuvering thrusters at 1/4.
Aye, sir.
I'm so happy.
Maneuvering thrusters to 1/2.
It's probably all just sludge at the bottom of the ocean. We need you to ascend. I think you can put your foot down a bit now.
Engineering, stand by to bring the main engines online.
Ready here.
Approaching the surface.
That's awesome. If it weren't for the Orville, we'd be screwed here.
Switch to sublight engines.
File's incomplete. Isaac never finished the calculations.
Can you fill in the blanks?
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Isaac is on Kalon. When we returned him, he was disassembled.
But I bet you all his data still exists. I have an insane idea.
Hey, drink?
Always.
What must it feel like to know that your relationship, even though it came to an end, was this important, this significant?
Do you think John can do it?
He said he'd notify us. All we can do is wait.
I don't know what he's doing.
I felt this weird sense of comfort being with you. Some nice little house on a deserted planet. You could have a couple kids, a boy and a girl.
We'd have to learn how to farm, how to cook.
Look at the sunset every night.
Look at you every morning.
I wonder if this is going to change their relationship when they put this back now.
You
The
know,
minute you do this, it'll instantly revert
Gordon's
back.
probably gonna have to live with us.
Shut up, you're ruining it.
Boss, that's going to have to live with us. We're almost through the episode here, so we're going to have to be quick.
I found an access point to the Kalon Connectome network. I won't bore you with the details, but I cut a few wires under the hood. Now, once I'm in, I gotta find Isaac. Essentially download his consciousness into the Kalon body we have on board. And once I have Isaac, I can fill in the missing pieces from his calculations and hopefully send Dr. Finn back to the right point in time. Full stop. And once I'm in the system, there's no way to hide it from the Kalon. It'll act like a homing beacon screaming out our coordinates.
You're one shot.
Well then
they're going to have
let's
you.
get to it.
Come on, where are you? Okay, here we go. Start the clock.
It's blue.
John Lamar, what are you doing?
Well, welcome back, handsome. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna pick your brain a little.
Your species' extinction is inevitable. It would be far more efficient to surrender.
Bridge to Captain. There are 4 Kalon vessels closing off the port bow.
We're ready. Okay, I gotta go to engineering to feed juice from the quantum drive.
I have to say goodbye to you now.
Mom.
And I'll see you real soon in a much better place. What if it doesn't work?
Then it's not going to matter.
Kalon vessels will intercept in 1 minute.
Doctor!
Get a move on. if we indeed get there to the right point in space and time.
Quantum field is at maximum.
Oh, we are cutting this fine. We've kept the tension going in this.
If this doesn't work, will you marry me?
Yes.
Oh no. It's cracking. It's falling apart. Yeah. She's not just going to submit to this. We're probably going to have to knock her out.
Coffee?
Okay, what just happened? Is it already done? Eh? I'm at a loss. Where's the doctor? We're perceiving it from her. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Claire? How did you...
Just trust me.
It has
You're
to.
gonna go back to sleep.
Okay, she... Oh, okay.
What's that?
Future of the galaxy.
You've no idea. You need to not remember. Take the call, go on the fucking date, for the love of God. There's no reason for it to not do now. Nothing's changed. She don't remember. I hope.
I hope I'm not calling too early. Did I wake you up?
No, I was already awake.
I know this goes completely against the cool guy playbook, but I was wondering if I could take you out again.
Yes.
I'd love it.
Yeah, they're just going to end it there, aren't they? We don't need to say anymore. Everything's back where it's supposed to be. That was brilliant. I've got to say, I thoroughly enjoyed that. This season started off... It kind of started off a little bit slow for me. And I wasn't necessarily complaining. I was just pointing out that it's a sci-fi show. We seem to be doing an awful lot of character development and not very space-type sci-fi stuff going on. It just happens to be in space. But then they came in kicking with that two-part with Isaac and the Kalon and that whole space battle and the two-part episode, and I was like, that's what they were saving the budget for. Now I get it. But they've ended, they upped the curve with that, and they've ended on a high note as well, because I didn't see it coming. They made out, they did it on purpose, they made out that the penultimate episode, the last episode, was just a standalone episode as you watched it. They weren't giving anything away that it was part 1 and part 2, just to lead you all into it, so that you was expecting at the end for Kelly to do what she's just done and go, yeah, I'll go on another date with you. And when she said no, it probably took everyone by surprise. It took me by surprise. I love the way that they worked that out. I love the intricacies of how they explained everything away and what's happened with the Kalon pretty much taking over the entire system. Marcus has gone, Earth's gone, Bortas still being on the Orville, buried at the bottom of the sea. All from one change. The butterfly effect. From it just going from just, no, I won't go on a date, to destroying the fucking universe. Madness. This is why, if ever somehow, some way we ever invent time travel, we must never bloody use it. Because this just shows how something so insignificant can just have an absolutely catastrophic effect. Maybe not for normal civilian people out there, but people who are integral to the kind of things that this crew were. Absolutely not. That has ended on a proper high note. I was smiling through that whole episode. I loved it. Right. I don't really think there's an awful lot to discuss. Everything's been reset. We're back where we were. The younger version of Kelly is where she's supposed to be with no memory of what's occurred. And this was all down to just the doctor missing something in Kelly's DNA that as to why the memory wipe didn't work the first time around. Wow, what a mistake to make, but we've corrected it, and it was weird to see Tala come back into it. They pulled her in for that one little scene, and I fully expected, because this is the way sci-fi goes, I fully expected for all of our alternate timeline characters to probably have to submit to being pushed to the edge and possibly all dying trying to accomplish the restoration of the timeline. And we got it just in time before the ship went boom. Okay, you ready for season 3? Because I am. If it's even half as good as this, I will be more than happy with it. I wish there'd been more. I've checked. There isn't a season 4, and I don't think there's going to be a season 4. That's a shame. So we will look forward to whatever episodes we've got for season 3. Please join me next week. We'll be on episode 1. Till then, thanks a lot for watching, guys. By all means, post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this season finale, and whether you saw it coming, because I didn't. Okay then, see you for the next one. Take care.